dialogue, denuclearization, military drills. The North Korea-related headlines just seem to go on this year. And part of that is, of course, a positive thing. But there's a problem. We're not putting enough attention on North Korea's humanitarian aid. At least that's according to the UN's humanitarian chief Mark Lowcock, who's been in the north this week to assess the situation for himself, as nearly half of the country's population are said to be in need of assistance. One wonders who or what Lowcock would have been allowed to see during his trip that began on Monday, but Pyongyang state media confirmed he was able to meet with nominal head of state Kim Yong-nam, as well as North Korea's public health minister. From his own mouth, Lowcock said in a video posted on his Twitter account, "One of the things we've seen is very clear evidence of humanitarian need here." He pointed out that about 20% of North Korea's children have suffered malnutrition, and more than half of the nation's children in rural areas lack clean water, apparently in places Lowcock's team members have seen for themselves. The visit's also worth noting as the first of its kind by an emergency relief coordinator to the north since 2011. But it's a wake-up call, as Lowcock earlier lamented that the world has generally ignored what is a vast humanitarian crisis affecting millions of people. And he wants other countries to be more generous. In April, humanitarian agencies working in North Korea asked for $111 million to support 6 million especially vulnerable people there this year. But as of last week, only a little over 10% of the target had been met. On top of that, sanctions have been making it hard to even get aid into the country. So whatever people think of the denuclearization talks or even of Pyongyang's leadership, we have to remember the calls out there to support the people who are just as much passengers in all of this process as the rest of us.